Don't give me that smile. You've both irritated me terribly. You have not let me sleep, and I am running on near empty. Thank you very much. Oh, where did I put... darling, you have to move. Thank you. There we are. Oh, you're facing the wrong direction. Sorry about that. Sir, you have tried my patience. I love big dogs. 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 But you have tried my patience in the last 24 hours, sir. Where is it? There we go. No. No, absolutely not. You've been a real jackass. Pardon the gentle castigation of a large dog who does not know how to leave me alone for just long enough to let me have a goddamn nap. And because your parents like to get up super early in the morning, you think it's okay to go off at 3 a.m. No. I'm a little cranky today. I'm a little cranky today. There we are. How are we doing? I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on. I think I'm actually going to delay the casting because we're supposed to be getting rain today. We've had like some pretty stiff winds, and there was snow up on the mountaintops, which are, you know, decently far away from here, but that just tells me how much colder it's supposed to get. So yeah. How is everyone? Oh, actually, no, that's coconut water. Okay. Things we need. Go up there for the moment. We've got lettuce, buns, cheese, egg, onion, Bella, hello, hello, how's everybody doing? Welcome in, come on in, bienvenue. Quiet tonight, I guess. Yo, I saw that lamp you picked up. That was gorgeous. Very reticent of the oil lamp. Oh, what was the not an oil lamp. There was also a covered candle type. And I'm trying to remember what the name of it was, because it had a slightly particular name and whatnot, but yeah. Hi. Okay. What do I need? Brain not fully functional. Cutting board? Yes. Okay. Cutting board. Heck yeah. Love the old school, like, lantern type lights. They're quite fantastic. Let's see, we can do swap there. So, onions, mushrooms, and one. You are required to be outside of the kitchen. Thank you. I love dogs. I love dogs. I love dogs. They just... My insomnia and their need to get up at odd hours have been in heavy conflict for the last 24 hours, so I'm a little bit sleep deprived and a touch cranky. I swear, I find all the places with all the best stoves. And it's got cast iron. Actually, I have loved this stove. It has been here forever. And yes, it is like an, what is it, Wedgwood? Yeah. So it is like the old school 1950s-ish Wedgwood. Actually, by the look of that, it might be closer to 1960s, but yeah. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. So we got our roll. I am drinking naturally boiled Virgil's root beer. It's a handcrafted cane sugar soda. Because if I got a chance or a choice, I'll take the cane sugar. Hello, hello. Pardon if I am a touch slow. I have been a little bit sleep deprived today. Hi, how's everybody doing? Could have sworn I had a ring light around here somewhere, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it at the moment. Okay, so we're also doing a fried egg. Goodness, pardon. Oh no! I'm house sitting for my friends. Thank you. I'm house sitting for my friends because they have two large dogs that would be quite expensive to put up to board, and they have a lot of energy, so they were worried that being big dogs boarding in a place, they would be a little unruly. And, you know, that would be a bad thing because my friends are going to be kind of, like, out of town for just a touch. So I was like, you know what, I can go ahead and just be here and deal with them. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Okay. So baby bubbles over there. Huh. Big truck. So how's everybody? What are they up to? I like my friends, and I like making sure that their pets are taken care of. So yeah, when I can, I come in and I do the thing. There we are. Oh, my hair looks a hot mess. Yeah, I think if I cast tomorrow, I think I'm going to cast a lot earlier in the day. I don't know why I didn't expect the temperature, because it was literally 70 degrees when I came here, what was it, Thursday. 70 degrees, nice, super warm, everything like that. Yesterday, still in that kind of, like, low 70-ish range or so, you know, and the temperature started dropping down. Today, it's just been gray all day long. I'm like, So we might end up getting rain, which means I might have to change the spell cast. Because one of the particular deities that I'll be working with is not a fan of water. Oh, I love a good gray day. I really, truly do. But, like, for as much as I got done, and I did get a good amount done and whatnot, and I got some thrifting done, so that definitely makes me very happy and whatnot. I had old palm-colored women who could not stay out of my personal space. And I'm not expecting that I'm gonna get like a full, 6-foot personal bubble constantly. But like they chose to stand, again, just as close to my human body as possible without physically touching me. And I felt like the eldest sister that I always was, trapped in the back seat of a goddamn station wagon with a sibling going, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not like, you might not be touching me, but between me having a full face mask on and you not, and me getting to stare at your hot, funky breath while heat waves and smell waves come off them? I'm just saying. I can never remember if my friends do they not keep gloves? Oh, do not tell me that they do not keep gloves. Oh, come on. No. But yeah, it was like, and they, the first one was talking to me about going back to find their roots in England from like the 1800s. I'm like, oh girl, if you're a great or maybe it's just your grandma, if they are leaving England in the 1800s, England didn't want them there anymore. I'm just saying. Thank you. I also have a green one, and it reminds me very much of Gone with the Wind. Absolutely adore that movie, so I'm just like, oh my god, yes. Here's my whole thing. Like, most other people will know to give like a certain amount of personal space, a certain amount of room. I get it, like when you're like crossing in front of each other in an aisle for like a grocery store or a thrift store. I get that. But when they gotta be right up here, facing you, not moving, talking at you, right there, and just and I don't know how they do that rotation. Well, okay, I do rotational breathing too, but it's like they do not understand discomfort. They don't understand when I lean onto my back foot to give a little bit more. Somehow they think that we are having a night at Anastasia's ball, and of course if I move back, they must move in. It's like, nah, bitch. I was trying to get away from How to Train Your Dragon Breath, and I need you to not be in my space right now. I finally had to, oh my god, do you mind if we walk while we talk? And luckily I am a very, very fast ADHD walker, so I left her old geriatric ass in the dust. Oh god, are you going, girl? Oh, it's okay. It's fine. What the fuck? Hey, how y'all doing? Right? I'm like, ma'am, you are not old and rich looking enough to be in my space like you are, because I'm about to ask you to pay me for my time. That too. I get it. I got a nice cushiony looking backside. Everybody wants to push up on it. But the fact that if you don't like lean on your cart and really stick that ass out, so they gotta like have a buffer zone that they're gonna have to go through. Like, I swear to God, they will park that little rascal right up on your ankles. Just, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were here. Bitch, what? Bitch, what? My backside is broader than a barn door. I got this nice little shelf of happy fluffiness. Okay, I got enough rolls for a bakery. I know you weren't pulling up to this counter thinking you were getting some cinnamon buns. So I'm gonna need you to back up. And unfortunately, I am light colored enough that I don't look threatening. And I'm like, that is not a sentence I ever want to have to utter, but unholy hell. And they're just like, oh, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm not. You're one of the, if you finish that sentence, we're gonna have a new problem. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. No, I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. Okay, let's see if I can get most of this into a mixing bowl. Right? Right? And it's like, I don't want to be unfriendly because I know that I am outnumbered in this particular area. I understand that I am outnumbered in this area. But boy, oh, they were pushing my boundary lines as bad as this dog was today. Right? No, it's not even unpatient. It's not even, like, here's the thing. Whether it is 2 inches or 2 feet, you ain't getting to that checkout belt faster. Especially if I'm standing in front of you and I still have not unloaded my cart. You are not going to be able to get there faster, no matter the impatience level. You are going to have to stand there until I've loaded my shit on, which shouldn't take long, and slap on a bar down behind it. I don't care how impatient they are. I'm starting to get a little going on. I'm just like, are we doing yogis? Is it Pilates? Am I gonna try a little donkey kick? I'm just saying. I already wear dentures. I know I can take yours straight out your mouth. I don't want to look like, I don't want to have a Chuck Norris moment. Go whole Walker Texas Ranger on some old woman to get her off me. The fuck? I'm like, where is the common courtesy and decency? Margaret, this is not communion. You can't get to the Father faster that way. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Oh, old people all the way up in my business. This dog all the way up in my business. My insomnia could never. And then today I took a shower. I just wanted a shower. Mostly to get the old lady funk off of me. I just went into the shower, and swear to God, hello, Sonny, how you doing, my darling? Swear to God, I get in the shower, and the hot water is not hot watering. It is barely warmer than spit. I'm like, I swear to God, how can it not be warmer than like body temperature? It was below body temperature. Am I old? I'm in my mid-40s. And I still know well enough to give people a particular amount of at least an arm's length worth of personal space. Whether I'm in the grocery store, the thrift shop, if I'm crossing by, that's fine, but I don't stand right up on somebody when there is nowhere else to move, especially not with, COVID? H1N1, H1N5, sorry, aka bird flu, tuberculosis, measles, norovirus. Like, we've got a bunch of shit. bunch of shit going on right now. So I know not to be standing that close to people, because you're one good away from, like, getting ill. And I'll tell you right now, no. That part, dude, having to inform people during COVID, especially, like, during the height of COVID, like, excuse me, you see those dots on the floor? The ones that are located 6 feet apart that were, like, state mandated? I'm gonna need you to go step and stay on that dot so I can step and stay on my dot, because if I have to physically put you on your dot, it negates the purpose. And I'm a little cranky sometimes when people do that shit to me. Boy, if you don't get your ass out of this kitchen, bag it up. Bag it up. All it's gonna take is you licking my sausage and I will be left. Right. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. It's like, and it's not even just the standing, it's the standing and then not understanding body language. A big amount of, like, body language of I'm really not comfortable with you in my space. Could you? And I'm like, I swear to God, I was bringing out Kung Fu hustle moves. I'm like sidestepping. I got like, just nope. They always got to rotate around so they're directly in your face, and it's just like, I'm here at a thrift store. I'm just trying to shop. I'm just trying to thrift and have myself a time. Could I just not have you directly in my space? Oh, no, it's fine. Let me tell you about my grandfather from the 1800s coming over on a leaky raft. Well, after we discovered our... And because I was raised by palm-colored people, I have this innate sense of common courtesy, and it's seen as rude to tell somebody to back the fuck up off of me. Unless, you've given them at least one or two kind warnings. But, I mean, between that and seeing a marital aid pillow at a Christian thrift shop, and I had just about unalived myself laughing because I know they did not know what that thing was. And I only knew that thing because I've seen that shape a few times. Right? I hate having to tell people to back up, but it's like, I got two choices. Either you're going to back up, or I'm just going to start screaming in your face like a velociraptor. And I'm pretty sure one of those, might not be so great. Well, it was one in particular that basically it had, think of it as having a flat block, but then having a large round with the ability to kind of stabilize yourself on either side, but more than likely you'd be stabilizing with your forearms leaning over the round. I saw that, and it was right out front, too. Right out front as you're walking in. It's right there. It's on a chaise. Literally, it's on a chaise lounge. Like one of those, the wooden ones that you would put out for, like, poolside and whatnot. And you'd put down, like, a nice thing. It's sitting on top of that. I'm going, oh, no. No, I can't. No, not gonna tell him. Not gonna tell him. Praise the Lord and hallelujah, because I don't think anybody else knew what that was. This is funny as fuck, though. Funny as fuck. I was dying. Just absolutely cackling at it. Now, where did I put? Ah, there we are. But I did get this. I couldn't find any maker's marks on it, but sorry, it's hard to find the focal point right there. And if I'm not mistaken, it's an aperitif set. So you would pour your aperitif, your strong drink or your appetite whetting drink into here and then sit and sip. So I am so happy that I found this. These are like hand painted and I just adore them. Right? Right? It is so elegant. So elegant. Okay, so we've got hot, sweet Italian sausage wrapped around some ground beef. I'm just gonna gently mix and mash the two together. And then I also found a really, really nice old, what do you call it? An old sewing stool. I've got to double check it to make sure that it's not stuffed with something that I really don't want. Because then I would have to make it a restoration project and get that shit out of there. So, yeah. So, not sure if we're going to be manifesting tonight or not. I'm giving myself a little bit of kindness and letting my brain readjust, so yeah. I think they are. And I honestly, I think Mars is in alignment right now because my Mars is Virgo. And it funny enough, it's a Mars, Saturn, Jupiter. All three are in Virgo, all in like the 9th house, if I'm not mistaken. And oh my goodness, like Mars is like, you know, if we just do a pop, just a quick pop, she'll go down like a sack of flour. I'm like, no, that would be seen as rude. We can handle this for a few more minutes. And it's like, but I want a war. And I'm like, and I'd like to stay out of jail. Fuck. But yeah, I think some of the planets are still in alignment. Let me let the dogs outside just in case. Hello. So sometimes older furniture from like say the late 16 to well into the 1900s would use hair specifically from non-palm colored people. That song Ba Ba Black Sheep is not about an actual sheep. So yeah. So I've got to do a little test and pull out some of the stuffing to make sure that it's just a regular stuffing and not possibly a hair stuffing, which is just all kinds of bad juju. Right. I love going to thrift stores. Yeah, the little mini treasures, the vintage stuff, the antiques that you can find. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm dead serious. The American history that we are not taught, especially when it comes to how enslaved people were treated and what they went through, it's pretty horrifying. We were a source of livestock, and I mean that in every sense of the word. We were a source of livestock. And every part was used. Yeah, so when it comes to like old stuffed furnitures and whatnot, you sometimes have to test, and if you're seeing dark colored wool, it's likely not wool at all. Yeah, they went through terrible things as well, but they were indentured servants. They weren't bred to create more livestock. They were not eaten. They were not forced into chattel slavery, which means that their children, their children's children, all the way on down the line into perpetuity were meant to be enslaved. No, they had 7-year contracts. So be careful about playing that Pain Olympics game. I know too much about it. I went on a date. Not anytime recently, no. I'm like, I just like looking good. This is my base level of looking good. If I had went on a date, hopefully my hair would be slightly more styled. Although if it was this out of style, hopefully I'd be actually cooking for somebody. So, just saying. Just saying. Okay, let's see. We've got bacon. No. I said if I were to have gone on a date. Somebody asked if I had gone on a date. I'm like, no. I haven't gone on a date anytime recently. But yeah. Thank you, darling. Gel polish, trendy number 60. Absolutely adore it. Super hard. Like, holds up so beautifully. We're working on some burgers. No, sir. And dealing with dogs. Oh my god. Right. Well, I mean, thank you so much, Tyler. I appreciate that. Oh, no worries. No, this is my base level. This is my base level. not even one dog. I am house sitting for a pair of friends, my besties. Oh, don't give me that attitude. And then that would be Simon. This one is Odie. No, we are not doing that. I am cooking myself dinner because I've already fed you. And they are just 2 100-pound, ever so loving, need to be in my business constantly. Sweet dogs. And I'm like, you know? Yeah, no, I still love this. I still want this. But oh my god, my insomnia is gonna have to adjust itself. Oh yeah, they're so cute. They're so wonderful. So definitely got the white one is Shepherd and possibly like Great Pyrenees, possibly Lab of some variety. And then the dark one is Dane and some sort of a bully breed, and he has got a head like a bowling ball. I love it. Come on by. Good evening. Oh my god. I love them, but they are so constantly in my space. So constantly in my space. And like if I am not present where they are for like more than about 5, 10 minutes, 15 at the most, they come over and check on me. I'm like, hey, you doing okay? It's like, I'm fine, but I really don't need you to check on me every 15 minutes, especially when I'm just trying to sleep. I just need a nap. I'm cranky, cold, and wet, and I don't like that combination. Sir, no one was talking to you. Yeah, no, they do love me. Hey, no, absolutely not. You are not Jack Nicholson. Okay, let's get this started. And let's get that rendering. Right? Cold, cranky, and wet is an awful combo. And the whole reason I was cranky and wet was because I was taking a shower, but the hot water was not hot watering. And I'm just like, I want a nap. I just want a nap. And the moment I like tried to lay down for a nap, they needed me, or at least they needed to talk to me from across the house. I'm like, like I love you, but I'm gonna need you to stop because I'm just no. They are. And I've actually tried the keel over just to see how they relax. Oh my god. I should have caught that. I might do that actually later in the week. See if I can catch it on video. Because, oh my god. The white one, Simon, practically attached to my hip at this point. Like, the boop to the face. Like, oh my god. Oh, are you okay? You good? Are you good? It's like, okay, yes, I am fine, but do you have to hit me with the entire bowling ball head? Like, what the fuck? House sitting for some friends. Oh yeah, they're lovey-lovey. They're good. They're good boys. The dark-colored one, for the most part, just like, yeah, you're cute for about 2 seconds, and then the moment he wants in, he just literally just hops over the baby, lays down, and then pushes off the couch with his paws. We are working on burgers. Oh, that's right. I need to cut up some baby Bella. Right. And the older one's about 2 years old, and the baby is only 9 months. So I don't even think the smaller one has gotten to his full potential size, which is scary. Hi. How you doing tonight? We love the call signs. Hello. I've had so many lovely COD cosplayers all over my feed today. It's been one of the things keeping me a little bit more sane. I'm hanging in there as best I can. Ooh, that's really good though. Cane sugar root beer by Virgil's. So it looks like my 12 volt, the small starter battery, isn't holding its charge like it used to. So I have to make sure that I drive it at least every other day to make sure that the battery maintains up. Luckily, they left me an extra set of keys and 2 types of jumper boxes. So if I need, I can actually try to jumpstart the car, and if that doesn't work, they're going to be helping me once they get back. So it's all good. All good. Okay, we've got the bacon going. Let's wash off the Bellas. But yeah, it just looks like it is not holding charge like it used to. And yeah, might need to replace it, but it's like a $250 replacement. And I have a few other things that I need to pay for first. So yeah. Right. And I mean, at least they were really nice and left me a jumper kit. An attitude adjuster, as I put it. So hopefully I will be able to keep doing what I gotta do and get it to go where it needs to go. So, yeah. At least it's not the main battery, because the main lithium battery is a $2,500 fix. At which point I would just be calling the damn, what do you call it, the junk pickup. Just go, you know what, how much you got that? So yeah, go ahead and take that. I'm like, when your freaking battery costs as much as a fucking transmission, and it's a 21-year-old car, yeah. Yeah, no. These are friends that I've had for literally over 20 years now. And they are like my besties on so many different levels. And it's an even exchange, which is what I appreciate about it. Because I honestly had one of those moments, I don't even do anything, I don't do nearly enough for you. They're like, bitch, you watch our place anytime we go anywhere, you make sure our animals are fed, you make sure the yard is taken care of. You know, if we've ever got a problem, especially one that requires a bit of psych or a little bit of, you know, thinking and whatnot, you're there for us, like, and A, you've never judged us for anything we do, and B, we know if we needed you and called you, you'd be there in, like, record time, so. I'm like, you're okay, fine. Yeah, well, because it's a lithium battery, and those lithium batteries, it takes, you gotta, like, pull out a bunch of stuff to get it in there, and it is a pain in the ass. To say the least, it is a pain in the ass. And don't worry, it's a Toyota, it's not a Tesla, because fuck that noise. Like, at one time I did want to get a Tesla, and then, like, I started, you know, doing a little research on Muskie, and I'm like, ooh, something about this dude's really off, and I don't like it. Oh, and he's rich and South African? Hard pass. Hard pass. Hard pass. Like, that does not bode well. That does not bode well at all. If anybody needs me to explain rich and South African to them, I will. I will. I'm just saying. No, you can't come in. Sorry. So, South Africa, and anytime I hear a palm-colored person call themselves African, I'm like, you are correct. That is your nationality. That is not your ethnicity. I am hyper-vigilant around South Africans, because the South Africans are the Dutch. The Dutch East India Trading Company was one of the most horrific companies ever imagined by man and allowed to exist. For they did not transport just spices, they transported people under the guise of cargo. When the Dutch came in and then not only stole, but colonized, genocided, and otherwise enforced themselves on the native Africans there, they created an apartheid system where everything had to be regulated, including your origin of birth. They went so far as to make it highly illegal to exist as a mixed person, let alone be a person who was in a mixed relationship. And that went for both sides. If you were African, you were only to have relations with Africans, and if you were white, they did not care if that was German, Swiss, Dutch, whatever. If you were white, you were only to mix with other whites. If you were caught mixing with Afrikaners, I'm sorry, not Afrikaners, if you were found mixing with Africans, you could spend time in jail. Your children could be taken away, thrown into an orphanage, and or be illegal pretty much for the rest of their lives. There is a comedian, Noah, oh God, what's his name? Oh God, what's his last name? Why have I forgotten it? No, Trevor Noah. Thank you, Trevor Noah. Don't ask, that took a moment. He was the host of The Daily Show for a while. He was born in apartheid Africa. His mother was black, African as could be, and his father was Swiss. And his father could never walk on the same side of the street, could not hold his hand, could not have normal interactions. So yeah, and apartheid in Africa went on well into the 90s. Nelson Mandela was labeled a of the state because he stood up against apartheid systems. And by the way, resisting isn't always just, oh, we're peacefully resisting, please stop this horrible thing. Yeah, no, he fought back, and he fought back hard. Oh no! Shit. Still good. Still good. No renders open. Yeah. So Muskrat and his family own apartheid-era emerald mines. I think it was his grandparents, his grandparents were in Canada. They were Yahtzee lovers, if not directly involved with the Yahtzee party. They had to flee from Canada, because Canada did not take kindly to that kind of shit. They went across the pond over to South Africa, because South Africa harbored, loved, and fostered a system that was highly sympathetic to Yahtzees and Yahtzee lovers. So they went there because that's where they could get their freedom. So yeah, that's where most of his money came from. It's not where his hairline came from. That came from surgery, but you know. His grandparents and his parents. It's literally 3 generations of Yahtzee lovers. There's a reason that a lot of us are screaming, he doesn't even go here! There's a reason we do not like him, and it is deep-seated, and it is one of those, like, the more you check somebody's background, the more you go, God damn, the fuck is wrong with this family? Like, of course he can be my friend. I love good conversation and even better whiskey. Let's see, where did I put a little bit of plastic wrap so I can make myself some. Hello. Well, you know, maybe I should. That'd be funny. Maybe I should just start doing that, like finding the fun history lessons. I say fun, I mean rabbit holes from hell, but you know, still. Yeah, anytime I hear the word self-made millionaire or self-made billionaire, I'm like, was it self-made or was it made by your parents and they passed it on to you? 'Cause hello. Okay. But yeah, the apartheid system didn't end until roughly the mid-90s, and they are still literally suffering the effects thereof. And if you were to go and look at an overhead aerial view of South Africa, in those parts that are the in-betweens, you can see such a clear and distinct delineation between where the palm colors were allowed versus where the Africans and what they called colored, mixed race, people were allowed. Yeah. And it's funny, too, because whenever I hear somebody start just bitching and whining and complaining, oh, the white farmers are in so much danger in South Africa. Yeah, literally of their own making. They're in danger literally of their own making because these palm-colored farmers stole land from the Africans, and when the Africans went, hey, apartheid's over, we want our fucking ancestral lands back, because you only got here like 100 some odd years ago, roughly. like, you need to get your shit and you need to get out, because these are our lands. They are literally just reclaiming their lands, and they gave the Africans, the South Africans, the palm-colored ones, they gave them time to get off the land. They gave them time to move out and return what was stolen, and they didn't. And so sometimes they would end up in conflicts, and those conflicts were well warranted. So the next thing you know, somebody's like, oh no, they came and they kicked us off the land and they were so violent. Yeah, you stole their land. They asked you to leave so that they could get back the land that was rightfully theirs. And now you're mad? And here's the thing. The upper class South Africans, they very much did the exact same thing that our government is doing currently, in that their upper echelon, their elites, their 1% over there, convinced poor palm-colored South Africans that the violent ones, the ones who were just so savage, the ones who did not deserve the land that countless generations were born on, Africans, by and large, are some of the most patient people on Earth. They will treat you with politeness, with kindness, with courtesy. They give you a lot of hints before they incite a bit of discipline. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, they were, oh, trust me, they were told. They were so told. And, like, even to this day, there is still a conflict going on, and still the Africans, the native people there, are still trying to be polite about getting their land back. It's kind of like what happened right before World War II, when the Yazidis were test running their means of solution. They didn't test it on queer people first. They didn't test it on undesirables first. They tested it on Africans first. They literally went to African, I believe it was Namibia, set up shop and tested out showers and ovens to make sure that the seals were good and that this method was correct, but also to gauge outrage. And when they didn't get a lot of outrage, they decided to, oh, I guess we can use these, and moved them over to Europe. And then, of course, started with, again, the people at the absolute bottom rungs of society. So people who had disabilities, especially major noticeable disabilities, intellectual disabilities, dissidents, people who had, actual thought, LGBTQ. They destroyed the Hirschfeld library that contained a massive amount of information about sex and psychology and sexuality and a bunch of other stuff, so yeah. Yeah. At bare minimum, and this is what they counted, at bare minimum, they probably unalived at least 200,000 Africans in a number of different ways, and planted a settlement called Germantown on top of it all. And to this day, Germantown still exists, and the descendants thereof do not feel that they should be told to remove themselves from that land and to give that land back to the people that it was stolen from. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Yay! Thank you so much. I'm not cool, I'm not cool. This crotchety old woman who knows too much shit. What can I say? I learned a lot, and I learned to listen, because sometimes I just had to shut up. Learning to listen sometimes is the hardest part. Because, A, you're learning to learn, not learning to internalize. So, like, when I hear people go, we can't teach our children about this, they're going to think that we were bad people. Who's we? Who's we? Who's we? If your children empathize and sympathize with the people on the wrong side of history, there's a bigger problem we need to discuss. Right? I'm never insulted by age. I'm in my mid-40s. I prayed for the gray, okay? I wanted to have that extra level of, look, dude, I know what I'm talking about. I'm literally old enough to know that I am what I am talking about. You, on the other hand, don't have critical thinking skills on any level. Okay. Let's turn that. Okay. Making sure that is nice and mobile. Sea salt, garlic, pepper. That would have been a disaster right there. Oop, sorry. There we go. Okay, for the British out there, this is not chemicals. This is just seasonings. You fought the world for them. Use them. No. This is not The Shining. I am not Shelley Duvall. There we go, finally. Nice. I think I got like my first grade when I was like about 25 or so. And I know because my Virgo accidentally pulled it thinking it was just a thread, because that's how thick it was. And he's like, oh, you got a thread in your... son of a... What did you pull? This? I'm like, that's a gray hair. That's a gray hair. Cool. It's like, sorry. I'm like, no, I mean, you know, it happens. But luckily, it'll grow back. And then it started going white up front, but still much darker in the back. And I'm like, could you just do it all in one go? Like, give me a shock of white hair. That way I can, you know, go full, like, you know, villain era. I think I'm going to do some salt and peppering, but, you know, villain era would be kind of nice. I'm just saying. No, what's really weird is when you get a gray hair in the brow line, you're like, the fuck did that happen? Ah! Okay, that explains it. My Virgo, he's only a couple years younger than I am, but holy hell, his salt and pepper has taken forever to come in. And yeah, oh, he is rocking it too. Okay. Nice. Keep them. Trust me. When certain people see gray hairs, they start leaving you alone a lot faster. It has been an absolute boon. I adore it. Of course, then you get to a certain age and you have a certain amount of gray, and then the younger ones start showing up, and you're like, what in... I just got rid of your granddad a few years back. Why are you barking at me? Why are you barking at me? Oh, good God. I mean, I get it. You're 25. You think you own the world. But why are you barking on my tree? I'm old. I don't want to have to teach you. But I might, just to prove a point. Working on a burger. Working on a burger. Got some onions, some baby Bella. Oh, I've gotta get my lettuce and cheese ready. I am nothing if not competitive. And anytime I hear, I can keep up with you. My darling, you are like a 50cc butane bike. I am a deuce-and-a-half diesel. You're gonna go... I, on the other hand, am going to be... for the next 400 miles. Right. I'm just saying. I don't want to be competitive, but when given the correct encouragement... Okay, so we have toasted our bun. Let's see, I'm going to add, where is it? There we go. Yeah! So, a 50cc motorbike is basically a regular frame for a bicycle, usually a beach cruiser, that has a very, very small, kind of kidney-shaped gas tank to it that runs down to the chain, and you can get up to a decent amount of speed on it, but it's not a very fast or powerful thing. I don't even think you need like a Class M license. You just need to know how to ride a damn bike, basically, to be on one of these things. A deuce-and-a-half, on the other hand, is a military-grade vehicle, a very, very large truck that takes diesel and can actually be run on oil, just regular ass cooking grease that has a few modifications to it. Hello, how you doing? And it runs forever. It is an incredibly durable vehicle that can take a massive amount of damage and still outlast damn near anything around it. Okay, let's see. I think I want to put, I think that's my top right there. Okay, so we did caramelized onions and baby Bella's diesel pusher. Heck yes. You're welcome, you're welcome. Yes, burger in the middle. I didn't realize it was going to pull itself inward as much as it did, but you know what? Honestly, not mad about that because I'm going to be putting an egg on top and whatnot. So. Okay. We've got our gently wobbly, jammy, mid, what do you call it? Mid-run egg. Got our bacon. Stay, you bastard, stay. Turn that off. I love these cast iron pans. I will have to clean them up a little bit later. And then the last thing I need on my burger is a bit of lettuce and sharp cheddar. I'm just going to do a single cut. There we go. Single cut of sharp cheddar. We're building for a bit of durability here. And then, yeah, can you tell I hung around people who either know a lot about the military or who were in the military? Some would call it a problem. Look, I live, I learn. Sometimes I'm just a really slow learner, but it would also help if military men were not built like brick walls and I have this unyielding need to fucking climb one. Right. I'm like, you get me around them and I know, like logically, I know what I am not supposed to do, but you get it, especially with them the black military issue nerd goggles. If they built like a farm boy and got on the nerd goggles, my IQ goes through the floor. I'm like, no, I know I'm not supposed to do that. I know I'm not supposed to do that. I know I'm not supposed to do it. And then they go, how you doing, ma'am? I'm gonna need you to be like a lot less polite to me right now, cause I need to keep up logic, and I cannot do that when you were being polite. Just saying. See, we've got green, but I kind of want the red. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of that nice red lettuce. I think it's like arugula. Something to that effect. Hello. And here's the funny thing, I have no particular preference in branch. I know some people are like, oh my god, I have to go Semper Fi or nothing. You know, it's gotta be the Army. Everybody's like, I mean, the Navy is there, but... Like, I swear to God, the Navy desperately needs just a confidence boost. They respond really well to praise. Oh, they are. But you know what? They have the endurance. And... yeah. You aren't wholly wrong, though. You aren't wholly wrong. And then, of course, you got the Marines. The Marines just have something to prove. Okay, let's take this to the table and see if I can actually fit this in my mouth. Fleet Week. Boy, if you don't back up and if either one of you touches this, we are going to have a whole new set of problems. Nope. We're not playing that game right now. Hello. Hey, it's bigger than I'm used to, and I haven't limbered up in a long while. Nope, go to your spots. Go to your spots. You go there. Thank you. I am not going to have you pulling a sneak attack. Thank you very much. Nope. Go. Stay. Back to your spot. Stay. There we go. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've dated a couple of Marines. One of them I wish I had actually kept contact with because he was quite polite, quite nice. I think he was a really good kid. Back in the day. When I say good kid, he was actually only 5 years younger than me when we dated. So, the officer was okay, but then he turned into a not great person later on. The Marine, reasons. Same. Like I know I shouldn't, but I do. You know what I mean? Okay. So let's see if gonna try and get it as close to the plate as humanly possible. So we've got cheese, bacon, lettuce, portobello, caramelized onion, mushroom. I said fried egg in there, right? The combination of meat is a lean ground plus a hot Italian sausage. And yeah, horseradish for my sauce. So this might just go all over the place. I'm just going to try and fit it in the first time. That horseradish sauce coming through. I got yolk all over the place already. The smoky hickory bacon. Chop up a little bit of that egg yolk. I don't even care if it's running down my chin. Jesus fuck. Dude, some steak fries right about now? Fuck yeah. I can't even describe this. You have the smokiness from the hickory bacon. You've got that lovely sauciness from that medium egg. The sharp cheddar has like that wonderful tang, and it cuts through a lot of the other stuff so that you can actually taste it.
The lettuce is giving really good crunch and texture without overwhelming. It's not like overly bitter or anything, because certain red stuff can be. The Bella is in there, but I cut it small enough that it's not creating an odd texture, but it has that nice kind of earthy, mushroomy flavor that it adds to it. And the caramelized onion is just like tying it all together. A horseradish mayo, perfect. Right, and I'm like, I have to swallow faster. I have to make sure that I'm being polite and answering the audience. I'm just like, part of me's all like, nah, they can wait. They can wait. Hello, how do you do? Mm. 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 And this was all done on a fresh bun, gently toasted. Added sea salt. Oh, that Italian sausage, there's the heat. It's such a mild heat. It's not even like presumptuous, but oh, just, ooh, yes. Gentle. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And then added sea salt, cracked black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder, which is like the bare minimum. I made that. I love that. I love that. I love that so much. So yeah, I used to watch like a ton of Iron Chef, the old school Iron Chef growing up, and I loved how flowery their language was, because honestly, it described the food better, and you could honestly almost feel like you were there. Like you're like, oh yeah, it's like this ocean spray. It's like this freshness that just kind of washes over, and it's like you're walking over the pebbles at the beach and picking up clams. I'm just like, I understand what you mean by that. I actually understand what you. So like it's adding that extra layer of mutual understanding. It's kind of like describing sounds to a deaf person. So like there have been times here on TikTok where a deaf person will go, "Does this make a sound?" And then we'll like point out like grass in a field or ocean waves or something like squishy and soft. And so people have to describe it, but they have to describe it using things that are much more like texture driven or use the other senses, because of course they can't hear it. So yeah, like it's the same thing with food. You describe the experience of it so that you understand a little bit more where the flavor comes to rest and how it makes you feel. I am doing a Virgil's Handcrafted. So it's a root beer cane soda. And it's absolutely lovely. I want to say it's like if Barks had more subtle spiciness without being too carbonation heavy. Like this is a good sipping root beer. It's almost a sarsaparilla. I don't know if it would make as good a float, but yeah, that is definitely meant for like sipping. Right. I swear, I could make some good menus. I really, really could. Oh, I would definitely say try it. What's the worst? What's the worst? You try it and you go, yeah, meh. I don't like it. Not my favorite. And then you just don't drink it again. Versus, think if you had actually missed out on one of your most favorite foods or beverages, all because you didn't want to try it. So yeah, like, take it, do it, enjoy it. Pardon as I, there. Right? And this is how you grow community. You actually invest in each other. Because good or bad. And that's like, it's kind of like some people love La Croix, some people can't stand it. And I'm like, oh, I'll try it. I'll see what the hype is about. I can only mock La Croix. Because La Croix is a lazy soda. La Croix is like what happens when you leave a little bit of fruit floating in that giant, thing of ice water, and they like put a single strawberry slice and a single thin slice of cucumber on top, and they're like, it's flavored water, and you're like, is it flavored water, or did you just take the garnish off somebody's plate and like just put it in there? Like, what the fuck? See, and y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Right? Sharp cheddar, bacon, mushroom, onion, egg, horseradish sauce, and lettuce. It is a fantastic. Where is Miss Berry? Very much so. It's like a eulogy to a strawberry. I am so with you on that one. Me? I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Almost. So instead of using like a hamburger bun, I got one of the fresh buns, and it was much more like a torta style. So the right choice. I've got this nice crisp exterior, soft fluffy interior. It soaks up the horseradish really, really well. It's absolutely fantastic. My favorite meal to cook. If it's a long day, I love doing braised pork over a white rice. Like pork belly. So long, slow cooked, falls off the bone. That and oxtail stew. Oh my God. Oxtail stew is just so... yes. I have not tried Cuban food yet. Although, trust me, I want to. I love trying new foods. I'm not always crazy about everything that I eat, but I love trying new foods because, Oh, yes. Pork belly is good. Pork belly is so good. That part. I like them to look intimidating on the outside, but by the time I'm gonna go ahead and censor that because I don't think there was enough wordplay in there to keep me safe. But once my tongue is involved, thank you so much. Hell yeah. I will say the one type of Cuban food that I've tried is Cuban coffee. Good Lord. It's good. It's good. But that is a sipping coffee. You do not. It is stronger than espresso. I think the only thing that I have found on par with real Cuban coffee is Turkish coffee. And y'all, yeah, those are meant to be sipped. Those are meant to be nursed for a good long while. Yeah! I love those things. You can get such a good, strong cup of coffee off of those. Just, it's always nice and rich every single time. I adore my Cuban percolator. Oh, the tostones and Cuban sandwich. Oh, that sounds good. Cafe La Ayava. Cafe Ayava. La Yava. The double L is a Y sound, right? Because I don't want to be llama. It's Yama. Oh, okay. You would know they actually live where you're from, and that's your word, so. Yeah, this is good. This is so good. My God. I don't know where to go. I'm so happy I got a couple of those packages of horseradish sauce. It'd be good without the horseradish. I'm sorry, I found the best part of the crunchy bread, egg, just everything. It would be good without the horseradish. Like, it would be just fine with the mayonnaise. But that horseradish, that little bit of spice, that heat. Not even heat. How do you explain horseradish? Because it's like a slightly gentler version of wasabi. So that vapor that attacks your tongue and kind of, permeates your senses, especially sense of smell. That sharpness, that tang that runs through it. It's so perfect because it refreshes your taste buds in a very different way, and you get this whole new range of flavors that kind of goes through. Yeah, right. It's just it's that little hint. It's not like wasabi where you're like, oh Jesus, fucking, where you're praying for either death or for it to stop. Wasabi does too much. So just, like, I'm sorry, but when you've got like a little pea size of wasabi and it lights your face on fire, just just too much. Horseradish on the iron, it's nice little zest to it. Pardon. Wasabi be doing like far, far, far too much. That's why when I see people like, oh, I don't warn them. They gotta learn. How am I going to stop in and stop a teachable moment when clearly you either have a young child who just does not care what anybody is trying to say to them, because it's usually mom or dad going, I don't know if you're gonna like that, bud. That's gonna be a little bit much. And kid goes for it anyways. I'm like, or it's somebody trying to do something to be haha funny like Jackass. And it's like, okay, you know what? Go ahead. You gotta learn like they learned. I do not care. And they sit there just throwing themselves all over the place. It's like, maybe next time be an adult and don't try and pack down 2 tablespoons worth of that shit. Just saying. Hey, how you doing? So the order was baby bellas and caramelized mushroom on the bottom. The hot Italian sausage ground beef mix patty on top of that. And then the eggs sitting over that. Kind of done in a medium, so that way you get like the jammy, lovely texture of the yolk, and it'll run, but it'll also soak in where it needs to. Bacon kind of flanking either side of the yolk with a strip of the sharp cheddar on top of that, so kind of sitting over the yolk itself. Lettuce on top of that, and then on both buns, horseradish. So all of it kind of soaks and blends and whatnot together. I'm glad that I went with the hickory bacon though. I think the applewood would have been lost in this. You would have had the texture, but overall, I think the flavor would have been lost, and it would have been slightly sweet, which might not have blended as well. This is definitely much more savory. So, thank you so much, darling. I do appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll be getting these filled when I get back. I am actually so incredibly full right now. That's gonna. I got halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through. That's a good amount of burger for me. So. Oh my god, give me a second. Oh, I'm gonna be here with it. Oh, that was good. That was real good. Right. And I've got another patty that I already cooked up, and I've already got another bun, so I can have myself another burger. Ooh, I wonder what I should do for breakfast tomorrow. Maybe I'll just do a regular little bit of coffee, a little bit of cake, chill out kind of thing. Right, leftovers. I think I might also wait for tomorrow and just do like maybe a long cast tomorrow, or do a couple of like 2 to 3 hour casts at a time. Reading cards, doing casting, like witchcraft casting. Mostly because it got really dark out there really fast. Actually, Alexa, turn on the backyard light. Ew. Alexa, turn off the backyard light. Yeah, it looks like it may have at least missed it or whatnot. So I'm actually kind of glad we didn't end up going outside to cast, because I have a feeling I would have got drizzled on, and then you would have heard nothing but griping from me. So, yeah. Well, I'm currently house sitting a couple of dogs for my friends, and I am enjoying it. The dog's sleep schedule is a little bit antithetical to my very odd sleep style, so they're up at hours that I am trying to get to bed, so I'm hoping that I can sync up a little bit more with them, or they can sync up a little bit more with me, but either way, I like to take them out of the backyard, run them ragged, then bring them back in, because they'll calm down for the night pretty easily. But yeah, I think it was up till about 2, 3 in the morning, something like that, and the dogs they went to bed when they needed to. They just, like, literally, the younger one just walked himself to his kennel, just kind of flopped down, and did not care if the door was open or not, so yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Willie. You're not wrong. Oh, there's, well, because my friend does, like CrossFit, or not CrossFit, but something like CrossFit early in the morning. So he's up at like 4 a.m. and that's when they first get let out and whatnot. And they run around for a bit and then come back in, sleep a bit more. But yeah, like their first feeding is supposed to be at 7 a.m. Between the hours of roughly 3 a.m. to about 9 a.m. That is my golden time for actually getting some sleep done. Of course, the dogs do not know this, nor do they recognize it. I don't blame them, they're just dogs. But yeah, that's when they start making the most amount of noise, and my friggin' insomnia is going, are you freaking kidding me? And then if I try and take a nap... Again, it's usually the younger one. If I tried to take a nap, like in the guest bedroom, he will come over and like lay up against the door. And if he feels it's been too long, he'll like paw, 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 paw. But of course, he always thinks it's been too long about every 10 minutes. So that's not nearly enough time for me. Because when I nap for a good, hard 45 minutes, just out like a light 45 minutes, so that every 10-minute reset, I'm just saying. But yes, how about let's see, rain or shine, how about we do casting starting at noon tomorrow, Sunday. PST, West Coast. So I'm gonna come on, we can do the things, I'll have all of the bits and pieces together, I can have something set up out there in the patio so we don't have to be out in the drizzle and rain and whatnot, and we can do a nice Sunday cast which will be helpful for manifesting what we need for the next week or so. So I want to do that. Also, it will give time. If anybody wishes to donate directly towards this particular ceremony, feel free to do as such, and I will add basically an extra offering. Just specify kind of what you're hoping to manifest in the next week, and I'll try and find something that is like an appropriate offering to put on the altar to go with. So yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. So yeah. Just, yeah, noon tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, no, like, I don't understand people who are up at 7 a.m. I honestly do not understand people who are up at 7 a.m. That shit is diabolical. Oh! No. I am not of the particular school of African based. But yes, I have heard of blowing cinnamon. I just wasn't quite sure what the didn't know what the intention was, so didn't want to just go, oh, you know what, I've seen other people do it, especially people from my community. I should just go ahead and do this, because knowing me, something very unexpected would show up on my doorstep, and my common sense isn't always strong, so I might let it in. I'll be at work, but try to pop in? Yeah. Well, don't worry. Casting tends to take a couple of hours, because I'm usually working with candles, and I let them kind of burn all the way through, so don't worry, I'll be on for a while. We'll sit, we'll talk, we'll chat, we can read cards. It'll be fantastic. Heck yeah. Aww. I always have to giggle a little bit at not at the cultures that were taken over, but like when cultures got taken over, they would still retain a lot of their individuality with just regular ass superstitions that would be, shift on, oh, well, it's this saint, and usually that saint was a representation kind of a deity that was already in the culture, and then they would just bring over the superstitions to go with. And European colonizers didn't think much of anything. They just wanted to make sure that, well, at least they're using the saint's name, so yeah, it's all good. And it's like, oh, dude, you have no idea. They just took your saint and made it into a pagan deity, so I'm gonna leave it. So yeah, it's weird how religion can morph over time, depending on circumstance. Blow it into your main doorway on the first. Oh, blow it in. Got it. Blow it into your main doorway on the first. It brings good financial things. Oh, I could so use that right about now. Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. No. So the friends that I'm sitting for, they have 2 dogs. They have 2 big, roughly 100-pound, I call them nanny dogs, because they are constantly in my business. Big Dane bully breed mix, and then the other one is like either Shepherd Pyrenees or Shepherd Lab. So yeah. Okay, I know that I've got some cinnamon in the cabinet. I'm gonna go ahead and do that tonight, because I could fucking use it. Because I've got to get some content made, and I got to check, but I still probably, I still need, I think, a couple $100 more to cover my rent that I've got to drive out to my landlord's by about Monday night or Tuesday or so. So yeah, I could definitely use the boost coming in, especially if I wonder if I'm asking because I'm a person of what do you call it? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I like details. It helps me so that I'm doing the right thing rather than just doing something haphazardly. Can I specify which avenue I want the financial to more or less likely take? I could never tell them, oh, it can only come from you, nothing. I'm like, yeah, no, could you just, if you can route it through this, that'd be awesome. Can you give it, basically, can you give the cinnamon direction? I know in certain customs and whatnot, no, you get what you get. Others, it's like, no, you actually have to focus your intention to make sure it goes the right direction. If not, you could accidentally end up with an inheritance you didn't want. Oh, I don't trust a landlord with Zelle. That's all my personal information, and once they have that personal information, they can do some fuckery. So no, I get bank checks, take them, and give them, because yeah, no thank you. I don't like Zelle for a lot of reasons. Okay. Fuck yeah. Sage, especially if it's white sage. Ooh, be careful. Do not ever. If it is white sage, no. If you are non-indigenous, if you are non-Native American, do not use white sage. Sage doesn't just remove the bad stuff and keeps it out. No, sage removes everything. Sage is the Etch-a-Sketch. Sage is the dry erase marker. Okay, just reset. If it is garden sage or any other variety that is not white sage, still be careful. Still make sure that it is part of your practices. I would honestly highly suggest mugwort, lavender, rose. They've got a lot of really nice smudge bundles out there, or smoke bundles out there, that are fantastic for doing it and won't accidentally give you something you really don't want. Because yeah, if you're using stuff from closed practices, you can sometimes invite stuff in that you don't want present, and they often tend to be kind of cranky. Nice. Yeah. Definitely check lineage and background and whatnot, just to make sure that you're not stepping over a particular sacred doorway or sacred medicine. Yeah, and it's very specifically. Oh no, Jesus, fuck. Okay, so we're gonna do this lesson, especially for our baby witches, And I say this like I'm not angry at all. We're giving advice so you can avoid some heartache. So white sage is very specifically Native American sweet medicine or good medicine. And it is part of a closed practice. So you don't burn that, because you take all of the everything, especially any good stuff you've put out. It sweeps it all out the door, and you can also end up pissing off some of the local spirits, and it's not your medicine, so they're a little bit more prone to be vengeful about it. Regular garden sage is fine. Pineapple sage is fine. Non-white sage is okay. Just make sure that you're getting non-white sage. Palo Santo is another form of good medicine or sweet medicine that's a little bit more south of our borders. Also more or less a closed practice. And again, in both of these instances, a big part of the reason it is a closed practice is because New Age, witchy woo-woo, the Kraft macaronis, got in and took far too much of it. Did not collect it ethically, took far too much of it, and caused it to either become endangered or very scarce for the people who actually practiced with those medicines. So Palo Santo must be collected from only fallen branches, usually over a particular size or whatever, and like only at certain times of the year. There has to be like a permit involved. So yeah, like make sure if you are getting Palo Santo, it is being ethically sourced and collected, please. You can burn cedar. Cedar, do not ask. I had two different ones: cedar or sandalwood. Careful about pine because it's sap rich and it burns really, really hot. And that, ooh, if you heat up sap, that shit sticks and burns badly. So it's like, be careful. Be really, really, really careful. We put a cup of water in front of a picture. Oh, yeah. So almost like an ofrenda. Funny enough, my friends, that right there is a, like, around the year, all 365, basically an ofrenda of all the different people who have passed. Some of them I know, some of them I don't. But, yeah, they keep that up 24/7, and usually if I'm here, I burn a little bit more incense. I try to leave at least one or two, food offerings and whatnot here and there. And those specifically are food offerings that I will then gently throw away instead of imbibing, because imbibement, when it comes to certain deities or certain practices, is a no-no. I'm the type who imbibes for a very particular reason, but because my friends and I don't necessarily share or hold the same practices and beliefs, I wouldn't want to offend his family, his ancestry. So I do the, here's your offering, thank you so much for, holding space for me and making sure that this place is safe, and then after a couple of days, I'll, take it and dispose of it properly. So yeah. So what exactly do I practice? So I am a solitary witch, also sometimes known as a hedge witch. Has nothing to do with actual hedges, just means you practice without a coven. The current magics that I do are chaos, garden. I like kitchen magics as well. I do a little bit of ancestor worship. I am refining my skills most definitely as I go. I use candles a lot and intuition a lot, and I'm getting a lot stronger at being able to blend those together. But I still want to refine them more so that when I set intention, especially for manifestation, they'll come in it a little bit more cleanly. Because sometimes I will manifest something and it will really come out of left field. It's like, shit, did I ask for that? Okay. And then, like, somebody who's, like, a slightly older or more practiced individual will go, oh, okay, so I was like, what happened? They're like, well, you added, like, cinnamon, or you added sandalwood, and you have all these nice soft intentions, all these gentle intentions, and then you added basically dynamite. you added rocket fuel to it. That's why it looks like it came out of left field. It's because, oh, gentle, nice, oh, sweet, soft, jet fuel. And they're like, oh, okay, I might need to pull back just a little bit. Now, I do happen to have one other type that I practice, but it has been a decade since I've had the appropriate partner to help me focus those particular energies. Yes, you can still do it solo. I just happen to be able to garner a lot more energy with a partner. Exactly. And honestly, I love learning about other practices, even if I don't put them into practice for myself. Because knowing somebody else's culture just means that if I show up and I know that it happens to be somebody's, high holy day or whatever, I show up with a gift, and hopefully it is a gift that is appropriate for said day. Not because I need any extra blessings for myself per se, but because I want to be, kind and respectful of their practices and of their deities. And who knows? That might actually work out in my favor at some point. Because, you know, I would not mind if I'm in a bad place and, you know, the crops are failing and I can't seem to get anything to go right and my field just feels fallow and suddenly, you know, Papa Legba might stop by and go, oh, mija, no. And, like, you know, gives me a little help and then wanders away. It's like, did he just, thank you. Because, you know, maybe on that last high holy day I brought, you know, tobacco and masa and, you know, like gifts of food, drink, and smoke. So yeah, it's a matter of kindness, which is why, again, I am very much about, you know, be kind, be polite, mind your manners and your etiquette. So oh my goodness, add ginger, cinnamon, or coffee. Yeah. And of those, honestly, the cinnamon tends to work the fastest, but with the least amount of focus. For me. Ginger's actually pretty good at getting you there fast, but also, like, it's almost like it calms a restless tummy as well, in a sense. So you get stuff coming in with a little bit more measure. And then coffee. We do love a good coffee. Coffee tends to help get things started, keep things going. I appreciate it. I appreciate coffee ever so much. But yeah. See, today is the... Oh, yeah. Okay, so today is the 1st, so... Oh, I think I'm gonna focus. Think about that thing, and after I get off of here, I think I will... Oh, I'm so full right now. I think after this, I will do the cinnamon, because I really want to have very clear and focused intentions. Right, fuck yeah. I think I've got to find about another couple $100 and I'll have my rent paid. I think I'm almost there. So yeah. Heck yeah, of course. Of course you can. Baby girl. Ooh. I love it. So my friend left me some Mardi Gras beads, so I can't wait to do a little ASMR with those. Yeah, so if you go to thank you for the 11K likes. I didn't even know how fast. Oh my god. Holy shit. Thank you so much. If you would like to get a card, they're only $5. The blinks are in Lio right up there. There's a couple ways to pay directly, and I would much appreciate it. Oh, thank you, darling. I appreciate that. My goodness, y'all are fantastic. I really do appreciate you, penguins, for that. Okay, baby girl, let's get you red. Coming and going and going and coming. Which, I don't know why my pinky finger is feeling like it's lit up. So, we've got the Ace of Swords. It is new beginnings. Aces are usually new beginnings. The suit tells you kind of what kind of a new beginning it is. An Ace of Swords is a new way of communication, a new way of putting across what you intend. It is both thank you. Thank you kindly. Sorry. So sorry I'm focused here. A new way of communicating, a new way of setting your boundaries, your intentions. this is a really, really, really good time to, like, if you need to cut something out of your life, do it. If you need to, like, kind of encourage something to go one way or the other, or just to very much put a very fine point on your boundaries, good time to do it. Very, very good time to do it. Love it when it shows up. It's not just a symbol of, like, violence. That is such reductive thinking. It's not just a means of violence. It is also a means of just persuasion. If I have to defend myself, I will, but I would much rather moderate first. So, yes, we do love a good sword. Now, if that sword needs to be buried, find an appropriate place for it, and do as such. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah. Definitely a good time to re-communicate your boundary lines and what you expect. Especially for new people coming in. Just saying. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Okay, we got a 1 card pull. Yes, I am. We do love a military sword. Truly do. Thank you so much. I'm going to get these mixed. We will get the next pull in. I would highly suggest over the next 2 days, get a little read. See how, even if it's not with me, get a little read, see how how March is going to set up, because I have a feeling we're going to get some really weird but very strong energy very shortly. You are welcome. God, I would like a sword right about now. If I could have dinner with anyone, who would it be? The snarky answer that wanted to come out of my mouth was, I'd like to have dinner with my future partners, but don't let me know that they're my future partners. There you see her. Why do I have The Little Mermaid running through my head? Sword, sheath. I mean, I can make either work. I like the endurance. I like the endurance and the enthusiasm. That is the one thing that I will say. The enthusiasm is quite nice. Just saying. Yes, yes. Swear I'm about to pull for you, I promise. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Dude, I would love to have a cane sword. I think cane sword would be top tier. Freaking love that. Right? Probably. I'm just saying. And by the way, Ursula did nothing wrong. Somebody needs to talk to their teenager more often. Just saying. Right. Honestly, if we're going to talk weaponry, I would love to own a Wazakashi. It's like a slightly shorter version of a katana. It's a mid-range blade, and it'd be perfect for me because I have a shorter pull. So the Wazakashi would be perfect grip and reach-wise for me. A regular samurai sword or regular katana blade is a little a little bit long and my pull isn't clean. So that would become a hazard real quick, especially for your thumb. So, yeah. So this, I'm sorry, as I gently stall. 6 of Wands is getting your flowers. It's getting the recognition. It's all that hard work that you put in, all those milestones that you passed, all of that trial and error and making sure things are all working together. And for me, the 6 of Swords rarely feels like it's just one person working on a project. It feels like it's multiple people. But like, sometimes you'll have the person who's like the face or the head of the project, and then you'll have everybody who's like working behind the scenes. But everybody deserves to get their flowers and deserves to get their recognition. I'm just trying to figure out where you are, because it doesn't feel like you're totally in the background, but it also doesn't feel like you are like the face. It feels like though you had a lot of directional skills and a lot of directional help that you were doing. So like you were almost like coordinating, and like people recognize that you were definitely a part of the project, but they also recognize that the project would not have been done in a timely way if you had not been there to actually keep everything moving along, getting guided, getting where it needs to go, and doing all that kind of work. So even if you're not doing the most hands-on work in something, like, you still deserve to be recognized for what you're putting in, especially if you're helping coordinate and get things where they need to go. So, I'm just saying. Right, exactly. And, like, it's not like she didn't tell terms and services, what could happen, all those things. Thank you so much, baby girl. I appreciate the crystal crown, amongst other things. Oh my god! They have anglerfish. Yep. We're doing anglerfish. We're doing the anglerfish. You're welcome. Into the light. Okay, who else here thought that the damn anglerfish that was coming up? I love it. I love it. Who else thought that that thing was just massive? Because I honestly thought with you know, the angle and everything. I mean, yes, the ocean is giant and there's like not a lot of background, so you can't tell size. But like, I thought that this was just this big, beautiful anglerfish, you know, swimming towards the surface. It's like the anglerfish told us that it was 6'2", and it turns out it was 5'8". Like, what the fuck? How do I feel about communicating with the diseased? Do you mean? I think you mean deceased, but I'm double checking with you. I think you mean the deceased. For the most part, I don't try and make any extra contact with them. I'm just like, I'll do it, but usually through some glass. Just like, give me some distance, only because I have a weird ass immune system. Thing. I tend to leave those who are no longer with us wherever they are. I'm not trying to learn the gossip. I don't want to try and solve their murder mystery. Just, oh no, that wasn't. I didn't even think it was as a English as a second language kind of thing. I thought it was just like autocorrect, because sometimes your autocorrect will just go and use. You're like, never in the history of ever have I said ducking. I have never said mother ducking. Like, no. It's like, what? But no, I tend to leave those who are on the other side, pretty much on the other side. I communicate a little bit with, you know, ancestries and those who wish to speak to me, but I'm also, ever so lovingly, I'm a bit head blind. So I have intuitive strengths. I have intuitive sensitivities. But I grew up in a very raucous, very Christian household with a lot of stress and anxiety and whatnot going on. So I shut down a lot of my extra senses because I was already very much overwhelmed. And I've got so many hiccups from this burger, but it was so fucking good. So yeah, I shut down a lot of those extra sensories because I was already very overloaded, and I needed my personal space. I don't think I would have been able to handle a lot of the stuff that might have come through if I had not shut down. So yeah. I'll be reading. I think I'll give myself at least another half hour. So I'll be reading for a little while longer. And blinks are right there in the lino. And I will be back on. I will be doing long casting tomorrow for just, new manifestations and whatnot. So I will also be reading cards then, and we'll have like a full little ceremony going on. People can definitely put in towards said ceremony if they wish. They can support directly by all means. And we will add those intentions to the overall manifestation. I really need financial security. But I also am very much wanting to get out of my shell of introversion, because I want to be out there and I want to be hopefully catching the attention of a couple of good for me extroverts. I've become far too introvert, and I need somebody who is willing to be a little more assertive to get me out of the house and whatnot. Okay, no worries. If nothing else, I'll be on at noon tomorrow. So if you put that down, noon West Coast time, yeah, I'll be there. Oh, I mean, can it be real? Absolutely. Could it also just be certain spirits being dicks or tricksters? Absolutely. And then there's also that high probability of it's just random, it's just coincidence. And, you're going to hear what you want to hear and put meaning to what you want to put meaning to. But, it is. Right. That part. Be weird. Just be weird. And it's like, once I'm out of the house and in a crowd, I am gregarious. I am definitely... I'll still be a little bit of a wallflower, but once I get the lay of the land... and I get a little bit more comfortable, I'm definitely more gregarious. I'll go play, I'll go talk, I'll do all those things, and I absolutely adore it. It's just the literally getting me out of the house is the hard part. Because I will always give myself 1,001 excuses as to why I don't need to leave the house. Oh, darn, I'm not feeling like super great. I don't know if I want to put on the full outfit. Oh, my makeup is just not doing it, and I'm kind of tired. Maybe I should just stay in. Oh, I don't really have all the money, and, I would probably want one too many drinks, but of course, if I'm driving myself, I've got to be the designated driver, so I can't have anything, so I don't know if like always, I will try and talk myself out. I will always try and talk myself, but, oh my god, y'all are doing fantastic, and for 15, I have faith that you can get there. I really do appreciate this stuff. I super, super do. But yeah, no, just... when I get involved with good extroverts, I am so much more productive. I still will need that, like on that car ride home, I will definitely be a little bit more pulled into myself. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just me having to recharge. And if I'm with an extrovert who I like and who works as my social battery recharger, then I'll be a lot quieter, and then you'll get me home, and then I'll get cuddly. And then if I'm, I'm just saying. Right. Exactly. And I'm like, I'm bored. I am so... like, everybody's like, oh my god, what do you do all day? And I'm like, I don't leave the house all that much, so I don't know what part of my life to really show people, because I'm just like, the stuff that I do, I think is, it's interesting to me, but it's not interesting to really anybody else, because it's not like I'm out and about and traveling everywhere. You get to see maybe once or twice a month. I will, go out on a field trip and I take y'all with. But I'm like, I'm not jet setting. I'm not going running around because I don't have a lot of extra money to spend, firstly. But I just, if I go out, I usually go out with an intention. I go, I get the thing, I go back home. But yeah. Right. And again, this is why I know that I need a extrovert in my life, possibly as a romantic partner. Okay, well, almost definitely as a romantic partner. But yeah, but also there's a particular type of magic I want to get back into doing. And again, I can do it by myself, but it works so much better with somebody else. There is a reason I got the nickname of Succubus from 4 different partners who did not know each other and did not know that other people had already called me that. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Right. I'm sorry. I suddenly thought of the audio little trendy clip on here. When you're black, you're never alone. It's very much like that. You're like, I want my solitude. And then people are around me, and then I want my solitude more. I think that was me with the palm-colored women at the thrift store today. Just, I wanted to be out. I wanted to be thrifting. I enjoyed my time thrifting. At the same point in time, you're in my space. Go away. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What happened? What's wrong? Why are you making the sound? What? Boy. Oh, good Lord. We're going outside. It's an outside thing? Is it an outside thing? Okay, it's an outside thing. Okay, Heckle, let's go. Apparently, I thought he had like twisted his paw or something, because he came kind of like limping around the corner. I keep forgetting he likes to fall asleep on the couch in like toddler positions. So I'm just like, oh my God, no! Oh, you just want to go outside and apparently bark into the darkness. Right? I'm like that, and that's the funny thing is, you get a child, like a baby child around me screaming, and I'm just like, make it stop. I don't care how, just make it stop. A dog whimpers around me. Oh my God, are you okay? I'm like gently pressing on paws, looking for like foxgloves, like just cuddling the shit. Oh, it's okay, I'm gonna find out what's wrong with you. Just give me a dog and I suddenly become a parent. Get me anywhere near a child and I'm like, I ordered none of these. I'm child free for a reason. I swallow. Okay, just yeah, no. Is there a way to make that go away? Like, no, okay, I'm gonna leave then. And I have it in green too. I have it in this lovely rich green. I absolutely adore these velvet dresses so much. They're comfortable and they look good. And I love the jewel tones. What can I say? What can I say? Hey, and we all know you meant it. What? Sir, would you like to lose that nose? You're not allowed to have that. That has things in it that could make you very sick, and I am not trying to load your fucking heavy ass into my car to take you to an emergency vet. Because, yeah, onion is a no for a dog. Do not give your dog onions, raisins, grapes, avocado, alliums of any variety. So, garlic, onion, anything that has a bulb, basically. Sweet potato is fine in small amounts. Pumpkin is fine in small amounts. Oh, chocolate is... And certain dogs, they could eat a pound of chocolate and just be a little bit jittery, but otherwise fine. Other dogs, they could have 2 M&Ms and it's done for them. Because it's all about that sensitivity to that particular enzyme that is in there. Hi. Hi. How you doing? You done? You done? Okay, you done. Could you stop? Sir, could you stop? I love you. Yes, I am dog sitting. See, now these dogs are pretty good at not eating everything. They're good at not eating everything. But they do want to know about everything. Okay, have a nice night, Willie. Later. It's funny because my Libra is like, and if they're just too much in your space, just, you can put them away. You all these things to like get the dogs. And I'm just like, oh, you don't understand the way I treat big dogs. Big dogs are just, they're big companion animals. They're not necessarily overly smart or anything. And no, I don't mind them being in my space, although I swear to God, their paws are like heat-seeking. Like, I've been punched in the side boob no fewer than like half a dozen times. Hey, this is not a bathhouse. That is not appropriate behavior. I'm gonna need you to stop that. Also, could we not slobber on me? I'm saving that for a special occasion. Jesus. Definitely for a human. But yeah, no. Big dogs, I love them. I just do. But Lord, yeah, no, they have, especially if I'm sitting on the couch, they have absolute zero personal space. They gotta be here. Stop! He does not want to play with you. He is tired. I do love them, but they're absolute dingbats. Oh, goodness. Let's see. I'm trying to think of all the ingredients. Oh, are you at it? Okay, let me go. Actually, I'm gonna go. You stay here. I'm gonna let me fill this up so y'all can have some freaking water. Alexa, turn off the kitchen light. Oh, there you go. You can have the water. Hello. Oh my gosh, how's everybody doing? Oh my God, sorry. Huh, that was rude. I love that Chihuahuas have no GD common sense. They're like, I'm gonna jump off. It's like, dude, tiny tiny dog who fits in the palm of my hand, do you not recognize that you are snack-sized? Literally snack-sized. Calm your tits and get to know the giant dog that you are currently trying to scale like Mount Everest. For me, it's always been about big dogs or nothing. You get them, you know, puppy should be about the size of a full-grown chihuahua. Puppy should be about the... And then, like, yeah, I'm somewhere between the size of a shepherd and a Dane is my happy. Right. I don't think I could ever do a Frenchie, though. Ooh, I don't think I could ever deal with having, like, a French bulldog. Too much screaming. Oh, yeah, at 8 years old, those are calm dogs. You get those puppies. I'm so glad that these two are actually within very close range of each other. Because, yeah, I think if one was, like, super old and one was super young, there'd be some problems.
What?
I'm just saying. Chihuahuas can get so old. Chihuahuas get to be like in their 20s sometimes. It's wild to me. It's too wild to me. Oh yeah. Well, I mean most bulldog or pug, Shih Tzu, anything with a short face. The first time I saw the skull of one of those short-faced dogs, I'm like, oh, you're God's little fuck up. Oh, you are not meant for this earth. Like that is not a good. That is not a good design right there. That is not a good like when the eye is like popping out of the head because there is literally no space in the damn socket. Hey, dog lover, how you doing? That's the big one. That's the Dane. He not as bad as some of my guy friends, but he snores, and I'm just like, the fuck? He's like, it's like really, dog. Oh yeah. No, I get irritated at the humans that bred them that way, but still, it's like, oh, your existence was a mistake. It really was. I'm glad that some people are actually breeding at least a little bit of beagle back into pugs, and it's helping to reform that snout and that upper palate especially, because fuck, it was like the reverse of a Habsburg jaw. Like these dogs just, their face was desperately just sucking in on itself. Just Yo, why are we doing bitey face? Dogs. Ooh, I had a really nice burger. Horseradish sauce, mushroom, caramelized onion. I did a mix of ground beef and hot Italian sausage. I can never not smile at that. I don't know what is wrong with me. Fried egg, hickory bacon, sharp cheddar cheese, and like a nice arugula. So, absolutely fantastic. Tasted so good. They are a lovely talkative bunch. Dad snores loud. Oh yeah. Cane Corsas, Jesus, that dog has so much soft tissue around its face. Like A cane corsos do look like pit bulls on steroids, but they can sometimes get that really heavy, soft tissue all the way around the face, and it shits, and then just because it's sitting so heavy right across the jowl and throat area, just when they snore, the entire house hears it. I know, right? I mean, I haven't so far. I like it. They weren't overly big sausages. They're just a good 6 ounces, roughly 7-8 inch. Made a quick nick to uncase it, and then mixed it in with the beef, and it adds just a little bit of seasoning and flavor because I didn't want to go too heavy on salt and whatnot. I like savory foods, but I'm not the hugest fan of salt. So if I can add flavor in other ways. Hey, Hackle, Jackal, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Right. Usually, honestly, between 6 and 7 inches is usually about right for me. 8 inches is a bit much, but if I really enjoy it, I'll still try and work through it, if you know what I mean. At like 9-10 inches worth of king-size Snickers, it's just too much. I'm going to be overly full. It's a little head rush, just it becomes unpleasant after a while. Plus, it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, I was done like a good 6 inches ago. I'm just saying. Thank you so much. Y'all are fantastic for doing that. Oh my goodness. What should our goal tomorrow be when we're doing a live cast? Do I set it high? Or do I leave it reasonable? Well, I guess I could always add a little encouragement with a few party tricks and some corsetry, because I brought both. I also do have my my demonia boots, so we can go a little full tilt. Well, we are starting at about noon, so it's a little bit earlier in the day. Yeah. I think we could set a 25K for the casting stream. It would definitely give people something to work on while we're there. So yeah. I'm not mad at that at all. Hello. How do you do? Ooh, oh yeah. Hey, we can manifest badness. Well, you know what I mean. We can manifest baddie. Because a baddie gets that bag. A baddie takes care of business. Baddie gets what a baddie needs. And honestly, I really would like to be able to keep up with getting my nails done on a regular basis to do content and whatnot. There's a show. Oh, that's right. Y'all were talking about. Okay, what is that stream on? Because now I kind of want to see if I can grab a couple and catch up. Okay, one of y'all is sticking his nose where it don't belong, and the other doesn't need to. Sir, do you mind? Oh, Zeus Network. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can find that, because no, I've heard people talk about it a couple times, and they seem really like into it. So maybe I need to catch a couple of episodes. If I have to put y'all in timeout, I swear to God. Teeth away. Remember, you might be big, but I am bigger than you and I will put you on the floor. Do not make me assert dominance. I want the soft life, damn you. Oh, it's an app. It's an app. Zeus Network app. I have to repeat that a few times over, but yeah. Hello, hello. Okay. Does anybody else need a card read? Because we've got about 5 minutes left together. Tomorrow we'll be definitely long casting. We're probably going to be moving around a little bit just to make sure that I've got places to plug y'all in. And apparently the dogs are doing Greco-Roman wrestling right now, doing Captain Bitey Face. I swear, it looks terrible if you're just watching them because it's so much teeth. But they are honestly not hurting each other and they're not going at it for intent. No, you did not miss the spell casting. We're gonna end up doing it tomorrow. We got a lot more cold and quite a bit of misting that I did not expect today. So if we had been outside when I wanted to, we would have been doused, and that would have been unfun. Not to mention I was very tired. I was very, very tired. A little bit cranky because the dogs did not let me get a nap in. So we're going to do it tomorrow, Sunday, starting at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. If anybody wishes to donate, $2, $3, $5 towards that, I will add an extra offering with intention. Just contact me and let me know what intention you'd like me to add to it. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying this the community cast, as it were. I find them to be very calming. It's like a couple oversized teenagers. Hi, how you doing, Tyler B? Oh my God, will you stop that? Odie. Go lay down. Lay down. Lay down. No, when I tell you to lay down, that doesn't mean come over and suck up to me. It means lay down, please. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. There you go. Get to 20K, you can do it. I'll even stick around for it. In fact, you get to 20K, I'll go ahead and pull an extra card for the community. Oh, yeah, wisdom teeth are not fun. Those bastards love becoming impacted and going sideways, quite literally. Yeah, get those out. Don't worry about crowns. Don't worry about getting them just get them. And they're honestly, they are not needed. Our faces have become a little bit shorter, so they just cause crowding. Getting them out is one of the best things I ever had happen. Ah, yes. So I'm West Coast. So currently it is about 8:30. So tomorrow it'll be 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. That's when I will begin the casting, which means we will begin the setup. We will begin, setting the intentions and whatnot. So yeah, I might even, if I have any wherewithal, I might even mix up 1 or 2 oils to go with. And I think we'll be starting out with a white candle. So I have white candles, I have a blue candle, a red candle, nice long taper, and then I also have some really nice little cinnamon votive candles. So I can do quite a bit of small casting here and there, and there's no problem with that. love the distribution across the time zones that I tend to get. Okay, so I think you, dog lover, are you in Eastern time or are you in Central time? Because if you're in Eastern time, it would be 3:00 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday, that we would start the casting for you. For me, it's going to be noon. Mountain would be 1:00. Central would be 2:00. Eastern would be 3:00. Thank you, darling. What can I say? Thank you, Dizzy. I freaking love that anglerfish. I truly do. Like, I'll have to give it, for as much beef as I give this app, whoever is making these, like, GIF animations, they're doing a fantastic job at it. They really are. Thank you. I am definitely feeling comfortable, and I absolutely adore this velvet dress. It is quite comfy and just delicious. Thank you. So let's see, what was the color is I think it's T60 by Trendy. The shape is stiletto. They're only about 1 inch long, so hopefully by next week when I go back, I'll have a little bit over like 1/4 inch to fill in. I really want to get these done on the regular so that I can get longer and longer nails, because by the end of it all, I really want about a 2 to 3 inch straight stiletto. Eastern time, so 3:00 your time. Right, the next color choice that I want to do a sparkly purple and a sparkly black in ombre. And I've even got pictures so that I can actually show them. Here's the thing that I want. And yeah, they're pretty good at not blunting nail. They make them nice, they make them sharp, and they have kept the length. The last time around, they're like, "Oh, do you want to sell?" I'm like, "No." I think she read by my face alone that if she were to cut my nails, there would be a fist fight involved. I'm like, no, leave them alone. And they're like, "Are you sure they're kind of?" I'm like, I want them long. Yeah, leave them alone. Right, Hey! 20K! Well done. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, no, I'm kind of full on mods and I'm good for mods, but don't worry. Keep coming in, keep showing up, keep up the banter. If I ever need to shift stuff around or we're low on them, by all means, I will. I like to keep a pretty small but tight rotation, mostly so it's not like, oh my god, I have so many people, and then, you know, like, everybody in here's a mod. Fuck. Can be a little overwhelming for me. Oh yeah, it's because I used to do that even with just my regular nails, but oh my god. Yeah, no worries. Honestly, I rotate out mods, and like, if anybody ever gets rotated out of being a mod, it's pretty much never for a reason. It's usually just the, "Hey hun, you seem overly stressed. I don't want you to have to worry about, like, doing it. We've got plenty of people to fill the role, so let me shift you out so you can decompress for a bit. I'll tag a new person in. We're all good." So yeah, it's one of those, I just need to get to know a person's personality for a bit and, you know, go from there. These two chuckle knuckleheads, I swear. Ooh, I'll see if I can drink the coconut water and I'll work on that. The coconut water, that's going to be a tough party trick right there. Because that is a very hefty can. So, yeah. But yeah, we'll get at least 1 or 2 cans on deck. We can do some party tricks. I'm gonna have to go cuddle these two chuckle knuckleheads. You know what? half hour. I'll be on till 9 o'clock. So I'll be in here for another half hour. Let's continue the banter. I think my battery hold up just about that long. So edging it on up there. I bet we could get to the 25K. I bet we could get to the 25K. Y'all have been moving at lightning pace, so you could do it. I have faith in you. And like I said, I was gonna pull a card for you because you got there. Ooh. I'm just saying, it's the King of Wands. It's a very, how do I put this? I swear I'm not trying to make it spicy, but it's just this, it's this big, soft, gentle, masculine energy. It's that comfortable. It's that person who makes you feel stable and secure and like well taken care of without expecting more of you. Do you both want to go outside and not bother me for like 3 minutes or so? It's about slowing down. It's about relaxing. It's about letting this masculine, this soft, calm, masculine energy just kind of take care of you for a while. I don't know if this is specifically in the physical realm. It feels much more dream state. So if you're sleeping tonight and you feel kind of a comfortable, soft presence, feel free to lean into that dream and really get what you need from it. Like, relax, chill, go with the dream. Because honestly, this is, again, it's soft, non-toxic, just supportive, loving kind of energy. So yeah, if that comes to you, especially in your dreams tonight, run with it. It's going to be a really good REM cycle. Just saying. Aw, I appreciate that, baby girl. I appreciate that so much. I need to get my calendar back up and running, but I think I have it. I think I have it listed on my profile that I am on from 6 to 8, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes I'll do a few more days. Usually I don't do less unless I'm feeling really hot. So yeah. I don't think I have a celebrity lookalike. If anything, I am meant to be a celebrity at some point in some way. So I think it would be more like people might look like me. Although, funny enough, they're... okay, it's going to feel like maybe a trauma dump, but I swear to God it's not. There was a guy who was rather into me. I was not into him at all, but he was very, very into me. And then I decided to do a little snoopy. And turns out I looked exactly like his ex-girlfriend. Save for the fact that she had a septum piercing and these really fucking cute glasses. Super duper cute glasses. She was just... she was adorable. I was a couple years older than her. But yeah, I was like... Something in my homegirl investigation is like... Alexa, turn on backyard light. Quit dragging him around by his collar. Odie. Good Lord. Odie, quit treating Simon like you're on book talk. Jesus. But yeah. Oh. I mean... there's usually never a reason to tear somebody else down in order to make yourself look better. Like I've never understood that mentality. Even it comes to things like cheating and whatnot. Like I don't blame the person usually who cheated with. Like I don't blame the outside person who may not have known. I blame, like the person who did the bad thing. But even then, for the most part, I don't attack a person's looks or whatever. So yeah. But I mean, the fact that she looked almost exactly like me, I mean, call it narcissism. But she was pretty. She was very, very pretty. And I'm like, I understand why she ran away from you, because if she's anything like me, I would have left you in the ass. I would have, yeah. I would have left you behind too. He was such an like, he looked like you could smell him through the screen. Oh, they are. They absolutely are. And on top of that, he had a very extensive collection of fanciful blades. And I don't mean, ooh, high fantasy. I mean, oh, this looks like a militia collection. Yeah. So it's about in the 50s now. It was literally in the 70s 2 days ago. It's now in the 50s. We had a light drizzle come through. It may be raining tomorrow, so I'm probably going to set up the spell casting in the patio. Overall, beautiful soft gray weather. Good amount of wind, though. But I love it. It's my kind of weather. Just, I wasn't expecting the rain, so I'm kind of happy that I didn't get set up outside for the spell casting, because we would have got doused. Luckily, we're not in the foothills, and I'd be recalling them almost instantly, but I'll tell you right now, I ain't got no common sense. I will defend the 100-pound babies. I will see me go into the kitchen and come back out like a shot of lightning. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't care if I don't survive the encounter. I don't care if I go to jail after the encounter because it's an endangered species. I'm like, Because, yeah, I am in an area that has skunks, raccoons, coyotes, bears, and mountain lion. Luckily, the bear and mountain lion tend to stick towards the hills, and we're a little bit further down from that, so a little bit less risk in that particular regard. Again, like, there's a certain point in time where my protective turns over, therefore my logic does leave my good senses, as it were. Oh, I wouldn't even be wrestling. I'd be trying to scare it off. I'd definitely be trying to scare it off. But if I gotta do what I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. 'Cause, yeah. My territory. I'm defending my territory. You were trying to harm my babies. My fur babies. So, yeah. See, if I freeze, I'm usually assessing. So I'll freeze until I have an assessment of, okay, what's the best plan of action? What's the best thing to do? Flight, almost never. Almost never with the flight. Because flight, A, I'm not a fast runner. But B, flight means I have my back turned to the danger. And that does not tend to go well. So it is usually a fight or freeze while I assess. Which is why when people try to scare me, I don't have the startled response that they're expecting. They're usually expecting the, oh my god, oh, to like scream and fall all over myself. Now, occasionally I will put on the, oh my goodness, you scared me so bad. Mostly because I don't want to hurt their feelings, and mostly because I had to override one of my fight impulses. And like, okay, I didn't throw the punch. We're good. But yeah, no, I have a strong fight response, and it's like it's not about winning, it's about taking chunks with me. I will fight dirty. Yeah, I mean, I have a fawn response or a freeze response sometimes for particular situations. Usually, if I have to maintain a particular level of common courtesy, that will cause a bit more of a freeze because it's a longer assessment. It's like, okay, this is bad. This is probably gonna get worse. Do I go big and loud now when they haven't done too much? Or do I wait for it to get worse to justify my aggressive reaction? I am trying to train myself out of that particular freeze response and just go straight to the, nah, be blunt, put bass in the voice and handle that shit, as it were. Right. And that's the funny thing is like the more high pressure the situation, the more I've got it under lock. The lower the threat level, just the more likelihood I'm gonna freeze. It's kind of like making a phone call. If you're a millennial or an introvert and you're like, oh, you gotta make a phone call to your dentist, your doctor, set 2 appointments, and then call this one other place. In total it'll take you like a half hour or less. I will put that off for weeks, if not months at times. It's like, I don't know what it is. They have to make sure they know what they do. Right. Well, and I guess part of me never wants to like really bark at somebody and dress them down unless they are clearly making an effort to be a dick or clearly making an effort to be untoward in some fashion, especially if you can tell that they know what they're doing is inappropriate. Yeah. I'm just waiting for that really inappropriate to show up, and the moment I can see that, oh, you're doing this intentionally, fine, then I'm going to be intentionally as brutal as possible so you know exactly how I'm feeling about the situation. And again, not always the smartest thing, but I got one life to live, so burn. Southern California. No worries. Sir, if you're looking for a first of the month reading, somewhere between 3 and 5 cards, we'll give you a very thorough read for the month, or at least for the next several weeks. But yeah, that would be Simon. He has a squeeze toy that sounds like a pig in heat, and he likes to get to chewing on the dang thing. It's hilarious. Let me see if I can go wrestle that away from him. You want this? See it? It's funny how both of you have done. Okay, well, I guess there's that. Sir, not the goods. I want to use those later. There you go. I am feeling a lot better. I think I was a skosh hangry, but also big part of it was cold shower and no nap. I was not in a good mood, to say the least. And see, I find it hilarious. He doesn't get it 24/7, but I do find it hilarious. Let's. Hi. We've got a dog with a squeeze toy right now. It is funny as fuck to me. Simon, please take it outside. Turn off backyard light. Here, take it outside. Out. Like out. Yes. Okay, go take it out. Out. All the way out. Out. Heckle. Jekyll. Go. Odie, out. No. Oh, we are not playing. Sir, we are not playing the chase game. We are not playing the Oh, outside. Go on. It's not a punishment. I swear to you, it's not a punishment. Just go play outside. Go play outside. Thank you. No. Sorry. Oh, what the? Sorry. Oh, what the? Sorry. Oh, what the? We're good. There, hey. Sorry about that. Yeah, that is his favorite squeeze-a-toy. And it's hilarious. The sound that it makes is just but, you know. If we make it to 25K, I will grab another community card. I'm house sitting for about another week. So, got a little bit more time here. I'm gonna try and do some content and some ASMR, and I've got some lovely new items to do ASMR with, including Mardi Gras beads. So I might do like let's see, is Mardi Gras like the technical Mardi Gras day? Is that this coming Tuesday, Wednesday? Or has that already passed? Because we're not into Lent yet, are we? I miss Mardi Gras. Well, okay, I miss Ren Fair, Mardi Gras. I've never been able to go to New Orleans yet myself. But I remember... thank you so much. I remember doing Mardi Gras at Renaissance Fair. And it was when Renaissance Fair was in Devore. And so we had like semi-permanent structures which often had upper floors. And of course, you know, I don't know how to express them. The bead masters, the people with the beads, would be up top, and you know, us patrons, us after hour patrons, you know, just wander on by, having our drinks, you know, catching up on what we did for the day, and they'd be like, beads, and we're like, you know, I'm young and impetuous, yeah. I swear, they were such good beads. Such good beats. Yeah, it's this Tuesday. Perfect. Awesome. Sweet. Nice. Okay. Maybe I can, that would be nice. I think I would like to get a red, no, not red. I'm sorry. Green, gold, and purple candles. And maybe we can do a little Mardi Gras casting. Come in with some good coin or good gifting and whatnot, and make it a fat Tuesday. Oh, nice. Well done, my goodness. With 5 minutes left to spare. Okay, let's grab one more card. Right? I should probably mark it for that. Get as many people there, get as many people in. Because honestly, that'd be a nice little turning point. And do not expect me to. Oh, thank you so much, Macy. I just saw some of the gifties. Thank you. I appreciate everybody who's been gifting, donating, and supporting directly, liking, sharing, loving, doing all the things. Thank you so much for those people who are like interacting with my posts, reposting, all those kind of good things. So I really do appreciate all of the support that I've gotten from this community. It really does mean a lot to me, and I absolutely adore it. I love the fact that I'm becoming your vampire tarot card reading auntie type. Like, I'm still figuring my niche, as it were, but absolutely adore coming and interacting with everybody. But yeah, if we're going to do a Fat Tuesday, let me see if I can put together a fun little outfit. Maybe we'll do a demonia, my red corset. Let's see if we can have a little fun with it. Heck yeah. And maybe I can get permission to use some of the Mardi Gras beads that my friend has. So, we can have a little fun. Not too much, but maybe we're going to have a little fun. And maybe I will also set up a live stream on one of the verified pages that I have. And we can do a bit more Mardi Gras-esque situation over there. Because why not? I am finally getting bolder and becoming far more confident with myself, so might as well do something fun. Talk about whatever, you know how it goes. Thank you. Okay, so let's see, 25K. Oh! Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. New opportunities, new dreams, new hopes. Starting to refill that goblet. Getting a good, strong drink in there. I can never quite remember the French phrase correctly, but basically let the good times roll. So yeah, like, make sure you dip your cup. Like, I think this is a slightly more dated reference to this, but like they used to have like open casks, open barrels of like wine and spirits and whatnot, and you would just dunk your whole cup in, just like fucking dunk your cup in there and get it up to your elbow. You just really pull from the bottom where the heavy stuff is. Like, enjoy it. Like, really make sure your cup is full to overflowing. Because this is not meant to be this is not meant to be a time of thin. It is supposed to be a time of celebration, time of doing more, and indulging, actually experiencing and liking life, as it were. So yeah, this is a whole lot of new opportunities coming in. So look for those new starts and don't be afraid to drink deep. Could be fun. But yeah, thank you so much for getting me to over 25K, well over 25K in the short time that we have had together. I will be back on tomorrow at noon, my time, Pacific Standard Time, West Coast. So come on in. We'll do some casting. I'll figure out what exactly we're going to do, but I have a feeling that there's going to be spiderweb, probably rosemary, rosehip, probably a little bit of lemon, or at least offerings of citrus. Maybe some offerings of blossoms as well. I might check in on the little sisters and see if I can get close, but yeah. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, if somebody wishes to either donate directly to me, I can add an extra offering with their intentions set for that. Or you can even cast from your side. Just do it kind of in tandem with what I'm doing, and that way you've got your intentions set, and then you can kind of sit and work with the community energy versus having to necessarily just work on your own. I'm just a baby. It happens. It happens. But yes, just make sure you're bringing an offering for the deities that you work with. I would highly suggest if you want to, grab a candle of your own. I'm probably going to end up working with a white candle. I'm going to double check, see how I feel on the day, but probably going to work with a white candle. I think I'm going to work with Hecate and Osmodeus. And I have very specific reasons for that, by the way. Oh, thank you so much, Macy. And then I'm trying to remember what else. I mean, just bring your own ingredients if you wish. But yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, this is I kind of enjoy the digital age because now you can cast over distance, as it were, versus okay, we've got to get the coven convened and kind of everybody shows up and make sure you like each other on the day. I'm like, this long distance cast, honestly, I kind of love it. I kind of love it because then you can be everywhere, but you're still sharing in like that community energy. You're still helping to set each other, still helping each other set intentions. So yeah, it's there's a lot more focus than people realize, and I can't stand when people go, well, back in my day. Yeah, well, back in your day, you also didn't have the internet when you were first learning how to be a witch, so get out of your own butthole. So tomorrow we're going to be doing a live casting. I've got a lot of different ingredients and whatnot in the backyard, and I feel like basically I like to do manifesting, but I like to add to that energy, every couple of weeks or so, just to help make sure that the spells and the intentions that I've set out still have more energy to draw from and use. So I think we're going to be adding a touch of protection and a bit more energy to it. And depending on the next couple days after that, I'm hoping to do a Mardi Gras cast. So going to do a little bit more research on that so that we are entreating the right energies, as it were. Oh, yeah. Thank you all so much. I really did appreciate this. I've got to let these knuckleheads in and I'm going to run them ragged for a little bit, but yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. I will have my cards on me and we can do a lot of good things. So, yay.